Hello, my friends. Now I say and you respond. Do you like bread? Did you eat bread today? Will you eat bread later today? Have you eaten bread with beans? Bread with beans is very good, my friend. In the United States, we eat bread with beans a lot. I recommend. It's delicious. All right, now I say and you listen. I exercise a lot. Yesterday, I ran 10 miles, and I also got to work yesterday by walking. In December, I ran a marathon. I ran the marathon in Los Angeles with my friend Mary. I like to exercise because it makes me happy. Now, question number one, what did she do yesterday? Yesterday, she ran 10 miles. Now, how did she get to work yesterday? She got to work yesterday by walking. Yes, she walked. Now, question number three, when did she run a marathon? She ran a marathon in December. Question number four, where did she run a marathon? She ran a marathon in Los Angeles. Now, who did she run a marathon with? Question number five. She ran a marathon with her friend Mary. And why does she exercise? She exercises because it makes her happy. All right, now grammar, present perfect. Now remember, the present perfect, we use in the affirmative the subject, have or has in the third person singular, he, she, or it, and the past participle. For example, you have done the homework, or in Portuguese, você tem feito the homework. In the negative, we use the subject, haven't or hasn't, and the past participle. For example, you haven't done your homework. Você não tem feito your homework. And in the yes or no question, we start with have or has, the subject, and the past participle. For example, have you done your homework? Você tem feito your homework? All right, now these past participles are regulars. Now I say, you repeat. Wanted, needed, liked, worked, listened, played, loved, cooked. And here are some more regulars. I say, you repeat. Stopped, visited, cleaned, washed, tried, made, had, heard. Very good. Now, these are irregulars. They change in the third column, in the past participle. I say, you repeat. Been, seen, done, gone, eaten, given, ridden. All right, now contractions. We often use contractions with the present perfect. Not always, but often. I say, you repeat. I've, you've, she's, he's, we've, they've. Very good. All right, now short answers. In Portuguese, respostas curtas. We often respond to yes or no questions with short answers when responding to questions in the present perfect. I say, you repeat. Have you played baseball? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Has she played baseball? Yes, she has. No, she hasn't. Very good. All right, now already and yet. Now already, we often use already, not always, we often use already in present perfect affirmatives. Now already in present perfect affirmatives is like a já. For example, she has already seen Aladdin. Ela já tem visto, assistido Aladdin. And yet, we often use yet in present perfect negatives and questions. For example, she hasn't seen Aladdin yet. Now this yet in the present perfect negative is like an ainda. Ela ainda no tem visto, assistido Aladdin. And in the question, has she seen Aladdin yet? Now this yet in the present perfect question is like a já. For example, has she seen Aladdin yet? Ela já tem assistido, visto Aladdin? Now, yet goes at the end of the sentence in the negative and the question. Already typically goes between have or has and the past participle. She has already seen. He has already eaten. I have already gone, for example. All right, now ever. Now, we often use ever in present perfect questions. Ever means in one moment in your entire life. For example, have you ever watched a really scary movie? Now, in Portuguese, this is like, você já tem assistido, or você já tem visto a really scary movie. All right, now, present perfect, simple past, and simple present. Here in the simple present, I listened to Bob Marley. What is this, I listen? I listened, eu escuto. Simple past, I listened to Bob Marley last night. Now, what is this, I listened? Eu escutei. And present perfect, I have listened to Bob Marley many times. What is this, I have listened? Eu tenho escutado. All right, now, for and since. We often use for and since when talking about past events. Now, for is used with time quantities. For is like por in Portuguese. For example, I have played basketball for 10 years. Por 10 años. Maria has worked for 11 hours, por 11 horas. Now, since is used with specific moments. Since is like a desde in Portuguese. For example, I have played basketball since 2011, desde 2011. Maria has worked since 9 a.m., desde 9 horas de manhã. All right, and just. We use just with the present perfect to show an action happened extremely recently. In Portuguese, just is acabar de. For example, I've just seen a dolphin. In Portuguese, this would be eu acabei de ver. And she has just arrived to work. In Portuguese, ela acabei de chegar ao trabalho. All right, now vocabulary. We have go backpacking. Go backpacking is fazer trilha, but they use these big bags on their backs. Go backpacking. Go ballooning. This is ballooning. I don't know what ballooning is in Portuguese. This is go canyoning. Go canyoning is to climb, escalar in a canyon. Go canyoning. Go rafting. Rafting is to go in a river with one of these boats called a raft. Go rafting. I don't know what rafting is in Portuguese. A trip. A trip is when you travel. For example, she says, I am on a trip to Miami. A trip is uma viagem. We have a life jacket. This is a life jacket. I don't know what a life jacket is in Portuguese. This is a helmet. A helmet is a capacete. We have I have on. Now, I have on is a synonym with wearing. For example, here I can say, I have on a black shirt. Or we can say, I am wearing a black shirt. Vestindo. A roller coaster. Roller coaster in Portuguese, montanha russa. Make sure. Make sure is to be certain of something. For example, the teacher says, make sure you do your homework. Or in Portuguese, tenha certeza you do your homework. We have look forward to. Look forward to is antecipar. For example, she says, I'm in high school, but I'm looking forward to college. Antecipando college. And how long. We use how long for questions of duration. For example, she says, how long was your vacation? 1 week. Por quanto tempo foi your vacation? That's it, my friends. Bye-bye.